So what we do want to talk about now is actually what is on our mind, since we talked about all the shit that we ain't really listening to. What is on our mind with the new season, with the new football season coming up? They made the new rule.
Come on, man.
That players are required to either stand in the locker or stand in the locker room.
Stand for the national anthem or stay in the motherfucking locker room. Man.
How do you feel?
It's like two sides. You know, the NFL, however you want to cut it, is a private entity, and they can make their own rules, all the shit. But I feel like the reason why Colin did it was for how America has been treating, minority shit like that. So the fact that they're making it a rule and kind of disregarding what he's saying and not giving him a job, and a couple of people that took a knee last year are out of jobs this year, man, I feel like it's bigger than football right now. It's bigger than this.
Oh, it's definitely bigger than football.
And certain motherfuckers need to kind of ride with niggas and fuck just staying in the locker room. Like, I'm talking about just like, man, boycott some games.
Are they going to be penalized for staying in the locker room?
No, you don't get penalized for staying in the locker room, but if you take a kneel, you'll get penalized for that.
Okay.
So I just feel like they're kind of just basically really like they're really putting their slave hat on and basically, hey nigga, y'all niggas ain't doing this on this field with the camera rolling. And I don't like how that's how I interpret it.
But that is, to me, that's just the white man's control that they've always tried to implement. They'll let something go by for so long until they can figure out how to contain it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's just the truth of the matter.
Yep.
They let all last season go on until they can figure out how the fuck can we contain this? Because now more players are becoming aware and awake. They're not taking this shit. So what the fuck can we do to still maintain image?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And make these men choose. So now we're gonna give them the ultimatum: either you stand in the locker room or you stand on the field. Me personally, I think everybody that feels a way about this, that plays in any type of sport, should stand in the locker room.
That's the key. Any type of sport.
Any type of sport. I don't care if it's fucking soccer, boxing, everything. You stand in the locker room. Make that shit presence known all around the world. Like they gotta feel sometimes. Sometimes you gotta let a person feel what the fuck they're putting out in the air. You gotta let them see that, okay, y'all want to give us this ultimatum, and we do this or we do that. We're gonna do this, and now y'all see what the fuck y'all stadium look like when the national anthem is being said. Fucking empty as fuck, unless because they can't make the people in the crowd stand.
Exactly.
People in the crowd need to sit, and the players need to stay their asses in the locker room. They'll stop televising that part of the
We gotta take it one further, like. Last year, I had some partner that was like, man, I ain't watched football this year. And I kind of did it halfway. I didn't watch random games, but I watched my Raiders. But this, I did. I was 1 foot in the house, 1 foot in the field. But this year's like, after this run, I'm like, man, fuck that. So I feel like the fans need to say, man, fuck that. We're not even giving the young niggas no money. We ain't watching on TV and we're not going to the game. And the people that's playing, stay in the locker room or just... I feel like it's a thing of you can't find everybody. You can't kick everybody out.
Yeah.
So every black person or something stuck behind Colin Kaepernick and didn't play, the league would just collapse a little bit. Because ain't nobody going to watch the league for the white motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They not none of the stars.
Yeah.
It just ain't going to happen. You feel what I'm saying?
But that's asking people to take money out their pocket.
Yes, and I get that. And contractually, they can get sued.
Yeah,
so, yes, I get playing, but what about this? Motherfucker, stay in the locker room. Yeah. Then when it's time to play, nigga, just you playing, but man, don't play to your fullest type shit. Don't kill yourself for this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause last year, Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, said if anybody takes a knee on my team, you're not playing the next game. And guess how many niggas took a knee?
None.
Not one motherfucking person.
Well, that's cause
come on, man.
I think
but my thing is, if the whole team band together, he ain't gonna kick everybody off. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's okay. So me and my husband have conversations about this stuff all the time. It would take so much to change people's thinking.
Yes, I agree.
Change, like literally, even on a football team. A football team is what, 50 people at least? You got first string, second string, and all kind of other special teams. Yep. It's a lot of people. Yep. It would take convincing 52 other people to think like you. That's a lot of people. And you can't expect that from everybody. That's so all you can do is do your part. And your part is to make a stance in the locker room. Yeah. I don't give a shit if, you know what I'm saying, it might not be much when it's going on, but at the end of the season, they said, whoever stood in the locker room every single fucking game that season. It's small stuff like that makes change. You know what I'm saying? I just don't expect nobody to do big dramatic stuff that requires their financial situation to change. Like the guys, playing half-ass or only, you know what I'm saying, or not coming out and playing at all, boycotting games.
Niggas.
That still affects their money. And I wouldn't want to do nothing that affect their money.
I agree.
But what I can say is that I feel like you need to give people what the fuck they ask for.
Right.
If they say y'all got this or that, y'all got to stand on the field, or y'all get to stand in the locker room, you stand in the locker room. They can't televise. They can televise, but who in the fuck they gonna televise? The person standing out there singing, the people holding the flag shit, and the people in the audience not standing either. That shit is not a good look, because now you don't have all your players out on the field and stuff like that with their hand over the shoulder. So you gotta give them what they asked for. Let them see next season 90% of y'all stand in the fucking locker room. It looks just as stupid as you I don't want to say stupid.
But I know what you mean.
It looks just as wrong in their eyes of not having y'all out on the field or out on the court or whatever the case may be.
And this is one thing I don't like, how people are saying like, oh man, these niggas making millions of dollars. They should do more and really just take a knee. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, I don't got no job, no corporate job like that, but these niggas who got a job that clock in. If your boss said, "Hey, we doing national anthem every day before you clock in," nigga, you gon' for your check to take care of your kids. You gonna be like a motherfucker, mad than a motherfucker. So don't judge them like that just because they making millions, man. That's fucked up at the end of the day.
And
that's fucked up.
I don't feel like people that have. I feel like it's easy for people that are not in that position or not in those careers to say, "Oh, they should make a stance. They should do this." Okay, well, when this situation fizzles out in 2 years, hopefully it won't. Like, hopefully this becomes a thing where it's now a new thing. But say it fizzles out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes back to fucking taking a knee or whatever the case may be. Now I done pissed everybody off. Now I done stirred up feathers and shit, and my money's been fucked up 2 years down the line. So I don't expect people like
to fuck up their money, man.
Right. I understand if you support it, then you support it. You know what I'm saying? You do what you can to support it, but I don't expect nobody to go above and beyond what I would do.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I agree with that. So I think people put a big cloud on these stars and stuff like, y'all have to do this because your platform is so big. And in reality, it's like, no, I didn't ask for this platform. I fucking grew up playing football. I happened to be really good at it, and I just made it. I didn't ask to be, you know what I'm saying, the fucking world star leader of fucking activism and shit. I didn't ask for this.
I got you.
That's why I feel like it's not fair for us to put that on everybody. Now, there's some people that are called in this world to be leaders, to be activists, and I think Colin Kaepernick is one of them. I think his calling is way greater than football. I think his calling was to be an activist and to bring light to the social injustice that's going on.
He was just good at football.
He just happened to be good at football, and now he's using his platform.
He was made in the league. He was still who he was. And my boy made a point, because last year we used to argue, he was always saying, "Hey, bro, it's the fans that gotta stop buying the product. If you stop buying the product they will stop putting the product out there." And I was always saying, if the product would just sit down, aka the players, it wouldn't be on TV. But this year I kind of came around you're right. It is up to us. You feel what I'm saying? It is. Because if we keep buying a ticket or buying these jerseys, that's putting money right in their pocket.
It is.
So it's it really is up to the people watching.
And the only way we can affect those type of companies is in the pocket. And and I know it sounds stupid, because I was a person that thinks my little canceling my $79 sports package ain't gonna do shit, but if me and you and you and you and you and you, if we all thinking like that, they continue to get right. You know what I'm saying? So it's we gotta start thinking it's just more than. Even if you only think as a single, this is just me, just know that you are having an impact some kind of way. They missing that $80 whether you want to know it or not.
Know it or not.
Exactly.
Know it or not.
Because 80 times 80 times 80 times 80 times 80 ends up being millions and millions of dollars eventually.
Because I believe Colin Kaepernick and the fans that supported him, like I said with the sport, I believe that directly affected sports gambling being legal now. They're trying to find ways to bring money back into the game because they know it should hit. But like you said, it needs to happen across all sports. The same way LeBron will congratulate the Eagles for winning the Super Bowl. LeBron need to support Kaepernick and be like, hey, fans, stop coming to the game. That's hard, but fans across all sports need to say, hey, we need to step back and just be like, this shit ain't right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, because my thing is like, when it comes to activism shit like this, like everybody can't be the front leader and front man, but it's like we need to support whoever is like putting their life on the line to do this shit. Because at the end of the day, I believe when you kind of making this effort and you have a voice that can travel and change the masses, your life on the line at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They kill motherfuckers at the top. You know what I mean? That's really, that's really making a change. So,
but then the last thing is I have to remember that not everybody believes what Colin Kaepernick believes. Even if their color is brown. Even if they're black. Even if their color is brown. So you can't expect every black person or every person that you think should be supportive of this movement to support the movement.
But if they don't, are they Uncle Toms?
If they don't, they just, I don't know. If you black person, you don't believe what Colin Kaepernick stands for, the social injustice that's going on, or that has been going on for years and still continues, then you need to reevaluate some things in your life.
Because it could be you one of these days.
Right. I don't judge you, whatever the case may be, but
BlackDave judges.
He judges. But I don't know. So we actually do care about the players sitting and standing, and I'm actually kind of excited to see how. Not excited. I don't know if the right word is excited, but interested to see how the season looks and how the recording before most games come on. You know, because normally they'll record like the in the audience. You see the players with their hands over their chest and all that kind of stuff and kneeling down. I'm interested to see how that goes.
And I ain't gonna lie, we had Terrence Mitchell. He went to Burbank, played for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. No, now he played for the Browns. Shout out Terrence Mitchell. He was on the show before, and he made a good point. We asked him that question. He was like it's hard to ask players to kind of like take a kneel down when they've been working this hard to get to a spot to take care of their whole family. Mm-hmm. Like they take care of they take care of his family. Mm-hmm. So it's like, they're not kneeling at the game and doing shit like that, but he got a camp coming up in Sacramento where he's affecting kids. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So he doing his part in his city. Right. And if he doing that, fuck taking the kneel. Right. He's affecting kids from his own community. Yeah. So definitely. As long as they doing that, man, you can't judge the players like that. You really can't, man.